There are many great rifles that have seen service in the U.S. military. And nearly all of them are here at Knight's Armament.
This would be about 1942, 1941. So it was World War II, our main battle sniper rifle.
Reed Knight is the mastermind behind the M110. He draws on his historical collection of firearms to learn lessons for his modern designs.
This was a battle rifle, which is an .03. So it was World War II, our main battle sniper rifle for the U.S.
What kind of range are we talking about?
Probably 1,100, 1,200 meters.
Wow.
So it had good range to
That's
it.
incredible.
So,
what about the optics, though?
well, the optics were hurting. I mean, you know, you certainly could not tell if it was friend or foe at those kind of ranges. This is the M110, but this was of the Vietnam era in the 70s. That was a good gun.
Absolutely, and it was effective. It was accurate.
Semi-automatic. Knew they needed it and everything else. But none of these semi-automatics were as good as the bolt-action guns. The bolt-action guns always had more accuracy, always had more reliability. So we haven't really changed the technology of the weapon. What we have changed in our battles is our target acquisition, our fire controls.
I'm about to find out how well the U.S. Army's new sniper rifle performs. But first, let's see what the M24, the most common bolt-action sniper rifle in the field, is capable of. I've teamed up with former U.S. Army sniper Chuck Olson.
Send him when you're ready.
You ready?
Ready. Send him.
I'm going to fire 5 rounds at the targets as quickly as I can.
Target. 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 Hold 3 o'clock, 1 inch. Target.
Center miss.
Yep, good to go. Good shoot.
I hit all 5 targets in just over 10 seconds.
Not too bad on the time, but the disadvantage is it is 1 round at a time. I have to use my muscles to adjust that, which changes my firing position just a little bit every time. So I've got to be really quick, and you've got to train to get your eye back on that target very quickly.
The bolt-action M24, though incredibly accurate, has significant limitations in terms of its rate of fire. The U.S. Army wanted something faster, but just as lethal.
The Army came out for a requirement for a rifle that they wanted that would be a semi-automatic, as accurate as possible, had to weigh under 15 pounds, had to have an intricate silencer to it, it had to have an adjustable buttstock, it had to have ambidextrous controls on it, and had to have a bipod. It does a very good job, and we're excited about doing it.
Time to put the M110 to the test. I'll fire 5 rounds at 5 targets. Distance to the target is 220 yards.
Shooter ready?
Right.
Send it. Target. Target. Center, stay there, target.
Just like that.
That's nice. Nice groups.
5 targets in 5 seconds. Half the time it took the bolt-action M24.
And that could be all the difference in the world for you guys to get out of there, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
The attachment of a suppressor brings some big advantages. It reduces muzzle flash, which makes me less visible to the enemy. Essential for a sniper. The suppressor's main function, though, is to dampen the sound of the shot. That's why I don't need to wear ear protection here. On a sniper mission in hostile territory, that reduction in sound could save more than just my hearing. Plus, I have a rapid reload from my magazine, so I've got plenty of rounds if I need to get my guys out of trouble. Now I'll fire the M110 at the same targets at the distance of 220 yards, but this time the range is flooded with smoke.
Stay there.
Just like that. Through smoke, no problem. Target's removed.
Target. 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 Good.
So the M110 has the versatility to be used through smoke, but what about when the sun sets? The company has designed its own night sights, but just how good are they? Teach me about your night vision capability.
Basically what we're looking at here is our long-range night sight. This gives the sniper the ability to acquire targets 800, 1,000, even 1,200 meters, depending on what the lighting situation is.
At what distance are we talking about facial recognition?
200 meters, you can get solid facial recognition on a target. Whether they're looking at you, looking away, have their mouth open or not, depending on, what clothing they have on, you can pick it up quite well.
Perfect. And if you have to, say you're running into a situation where you're coming through warehouses, things of that nature, where you've got bright daylight outside, you come in here and you may have a 500-yard shot, depending on what's going on in that particular area. You can actually clip this thing on instantaneously, and now you have the night vision capability.
Right.
While patrolling in an urban environment, my reconnaissance can take me in and out of buildings, from light to pitch black in the blink of an eye. With the night sight clipped onto the gun, I have the flexibility to engage the enemy without having to change my optics. A great operational advantage. The M110 has the potential to take sniping to a whole new level. So how has it performed in the field?
We fielded it actually in Afghanistan with the 10th Mountain Division, and it came back to rave reviews. And so we're still completing the testing and wrapping up the testing, and we should expect to have it start fielding to the first unit equipped in 2009.
I was definitely impressed. When you know how it's manufactured and the tolerances they're taking into consideration for a semi-automatic weapon, it's really incredible.
Right.